Well, we 2 weeks out until the big fight at MSG Theater Room, NYC. Vasily Lomachenko taking on Rigondeaux. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic, and just basically, update. 2 weeks out. One more week till I drop the prediction video. One more Monday, and it's I ain't even did no film study yet, bruh. But I know pretty much who I'm gonna pick. But it could change. We know how it is. It could change. Rigondeaux was kind of tuned down his talk now. He must be tapering down. He's bulking up a little bit. And, of course, we all know the cards are stacked against him. We know Lomachenko has been training. I seen him do a quarters trick where he threw 4 quarters in the air and cut off 4 of them before they hit the ground. That ish was amazing. And he's an amazing athlete. I don't know him as a person, but I know he's an amazing athlete. He seems to be a once-in-a-generation type of athlete. And we're going to see if he becomes a one-in-a-generation type of boxer. He's 2 gold medals apiece. And we know Rigondeaux is a once-in-a-lifetime, once-in-a-generation type of boxer. He understands what he needs to do. He's able to make adjustments in the ring. And, this is just a fight I can't wait. I mean, you're going to be able to, the tension going to be thick. Let me say that. I mean, you ever watch the fight, and not all fights anymore, but when I used to watch like Winky and B-Hop and 2 of my favorite fighters watch, I used to watch those old Chad Dawson fights with Thomas Edemick and, Tarver. Had to school some young guys on Chad Dawson. A lot of people don't know Floyd Sr. had Chad Dawson, and that's when he was at his best. And they don't know how long Chad been in the game. They forget that Floyd dubbed Chad the next pound-for-pound king after he retired the first time. But back to the topics of discussion, that's the type of things, the type of fight you get butterflies before the bell fight, and before the bell rings, excuse me. And both of these guys are tremendous boxers, and for this fight to be made, for me, getting some boxing specifics, it's gonna be interesting to see the approach Rigondeaux takes, because Rigondeaux brings so much to the ring. And if you've seen that old Rigondeaux amateur fight where he actually was punching in combination, his feet and hands were actually in unison. He moving, his feet moving, his hands moving. He's an offensive machine. I think this is the fight that we're going to see Rigondeaux blow fire. And for him to blow fire, and what I mean by really rapid punch and throw a lot of punches and bunches, it's going to be Vasily Lomachenko making that happen. Because if Rigondeaux is able to sit back and process things and to be able to think and box, Lomachenko's not going to have a chance. Lomachenko's going to have to apply the pressure that he applied with Gary Russell, the pressure that he applied down the stretch with Toledo, the pressure that he put on Jason Sosa. But the one thing that people are not putting in their equation when they're calculating this fight is that Rigondeaux, 2 things about Rigondeaux. The downfall is the chin. And with the weight, Lomachenko is going to have an advantage on just naturally being there, even with the rehydration clause for the next day, the same day weigh-in. His punch is still going to carry. He does his damage by accumulation. And we know once people start moving, hands on certain fighters that don't like to move their hands as much as Rigondeaux do sometimes, they go defensive like Rigondeaux to protect his weak chin. But Rigondeaux had going for him is he has 1-punch knockout power, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have 1-punch knockout power at 130 because he's a exceptional elite puncher. He's a natural puncher. He's not a puncher that's just bigger than all the opponents that he faced. He's a puncher that's just naturally explosive. And if Lomachenko opens up, look for Rigondeaux to trade with him, to punch with Lomachenko. And I think Lomachenko should go to the body a little bit. But I think if Rigondeaux punches with Lomachenko, that's something that neither Gary Russell did. Toledo did a little bit, but Toledo don't have the skills that Rigondeaux has. And this fight going to be very interesting. And knockout is definitely on the table on both sides. But we go.